Today, we're diving deep into the timeless reflections of a Roman emperor, thoughts of Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, also known as Meditations. This isn't just philosophy, it's the inner journal of a ruler at the height of Rome, battling both external wars and internal doubts. Written nearly 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius's thoughts were never intended for publication. These were personal reflections, notes to self, about how to live well, face hardship, and remain virtuous in an uncertain world. Who was this philosopher emperor, and why do his words still speak to us today? Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire from 161 to 180 AD, a time marked by wars, plagues, and political unrest. Yet, in the midst of this chaos, he sought clarity and purpose through Stoic philosophy. To him, philosophy wasn't abstract. It was a daily discipline, a way to endure and lead justly. He was trained in rhetoric and law, yet chose to live modestly. He slept on a hard bed, studied constantly, and ruled with integrity. His journal, now known as Meditations, was written on the battlefield, literally. He lived through the Antonine Plague, fought the Marcomannic Wars, and endured betrayals, all while striving to remain just, patient, and wise. The book is made up of 12 short books or sections. There's no strict plot, just insights. Some passages are one sentence, others are paragraphs. It's a mosaic of meditations on life, virtue, and death. Each book reflects different stages in Marcus's life. Some are serene, others desperate. You can feel the weight of his responsibilities and the peace he tries to maintain. Book 1 is a list of acknowledgements. Marcus thanks his grandfather for teaching him honesty, his mother for generosity, his adoptive father, Emperor Antoninus Pius, for patience and duty. His message is that we are shaped by those we surround ourselves with, and gratitude is the foundation of inner strength. He even thanks the gods for giving him good teachers, a strong body, and protection from moral corruption. It's humility from a man who could have taken all credit himself. The rest of the work focuses on Stoic ideas. Let's unpack the core lessons Marcus repeats throughout. Marcus constantly reminds himself, and us, that life is fleeting. You could leave life right now, he writes. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. To fear death is irrational. It's part of nature's cycle. Whether you live 40 years or 4,000, what matters is how you live. He even reflects on the death of great men, emperors, philosophers, generals, all now dust. It's a lesson in humility. A core Stoic teaching is simple. Focus on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts. Everything else, what people say, what happens tomorrow, is outside your control. Let it go. He writes, if it's endurable, then endure it. If not, stop complaining. He also warns against trying to control others. Even an emperor can't control people's minds, only his own. Marcus calls the rational mind your inner citadel, a fortress no one can breach. This is where true freedom lies. Not in changing the world, but in choosing how we respond to it. Guard your thoughts, they shape your character. He writes, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. To Marcus, we are part of a whole, the universe. Everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it. Our duty is to live in harmony with nature, with virtue, and with one another. Don't resent obstacles, use them. What stands in the way becomes the way. Even hardship is part of the natural order. Fire tests gold, struggle reveals virtue. He repeats it often. Virtue, not pleasure, not wealth, is the only good. Act with justice, speak the truth, do your duty. That's enough. Everything else is just a temporary distraction. Even praise and blame are indifferent. What matters is whether you act with reason and principle. Marcus offers timeless advice on dealing with difficult people. He reminds himself they act from ignorance. Correct them if you can. If not, be patient. When you wake up in the morning, he writes, prepare to meet selfish, envious, and rude people. But remember, they are your fellow humans, and the universe made them just as it made you. Anger is a failure of reason, so is revenge. Instead, he teaches endurance, compassion, and detachment. As emperor, Marcus constantly reminds himself to be humble, fair, and rational. He warns himself not to be corrupted by power or praise. He writes, do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about others. It is not the actions of others that trouble us, but our own judgments about them. He practices what we now call leadership by example, calm in crisis, honest in counsel, unshaken by fortune. Marcus didn't expect his words to survive, but they did, and now we read them not as commands, but as confessions. He wasn't perfect. He had doubts. He felt pain, but he kept returning to reason, to nature, to virtue. He believed the best revenge was not to become like your enemy. That true greatness is measured not in conquest, but in self-mastery. So, what can we take from all this in modern life? Stay grounded in the present. Don't chase applause or fear criticism. Cultivate reason, self-discipline, and purpose. Be kind, even when it's hard. Let go of what you can't control. Build your inner citadel. Live each day as if it were your last, but not in despair, in excellence. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet wrote like a man trying to master himself. That's the true strength of meditations. It's not about being perfect. It's about returning again and again to reason and virtue. As he writes, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you see life a little more clearly, like and subscribe. Let us know your favorite Stoic idea in the comments, and stay tuned for more timeless wisdom, one book at a time.